Okay, good people, good people, good people, good people, good people. Good people, good people, good people, good people. Welcome again, welcome again, welcome to Awesome Forex. And it is another day, it is another weekend as usual. And actually it is a Friday. Oh, it is Saturday by the way. So it is Saturday, weekend. So it is weekend again, and we are going to what to call the weekend analysis. And it is all about the projection of the market for the coming weekend. Specifically, I do analysis on gold, and I try to compare with those currencies that gold has positive correlation, and then we have DXY also, an index currency which has got a negative correlation with the gold. So I try to switch those things in order to have confluence for what to call to have what to call at least the confidence with the direction at which I will be projecting. So welcome to this week analysis and mainly focusing analysis for the coming week from 14th of January. I mean, it is from 10th to 14th now. It will be from 10th of January to 14th, and mainly I'm going to look on what to call continuation now of what I already analyzed last week. And specifically last week I started with the monthly. From what I think, everything has gone well with what I said on the monthly, and so this week I don't see any important informations that we'll have in monthly time frame. So straightforward, I will start with weekly. I'm going to start with the weekly time frame, and basically in weekly time frame, one of the important thing is we can have maybe I can remove those counts. So in the weekly time frame, one of the important thing, we see this week has crossed the bearish, and actually it has got power than the previous bullish candle. So it has in any way engulfed the previous bullish candle. And also another important information that we can associate here is the idea of trend line. Now we can have this trend line which was respected now several times. Now it was respected several times, and once it was broken, it has tried to move through it and has not successfully broken it and move above. So this is just like an idea in a weekly time frame. Always we can see clearly in a lower time frame what is happening with this trend line. I will show it in maybe daily, but this is one of the important information in weekly time frame. So moving to daily time frame, and all these informations, they are concerned with a supporting continuation in a long-term move to the downside. Actually, they are in supporting the long-term move to the downside. Always we are now looking bearish in gold. We are looking bearish. So that's what we expect. And always, as I said last week, that fundamentalists also, they have already confirmed that we have about 3 months of going bearish in gold. So even technical analysis must align with that. Anything can change actually in short terms, but in a long term we have to look bearish in gold. So things goes in daily time frame. Always mainly in daily time frame, what I can talk here is always about those recent candles, whereby I think it was on maybe which day, maybe I can check this. It was on the 3rd of January now. It was on 3rd of January when we had this strong bearish candle, and I think this was on Monday now. It was on Monday. I think when I did those projections, I said that we have to expect a strong push to the downside. So that strong push started with this. A strong push on Monday started with this. So it was a very beautiful push, and it is based on what I said. So after that push, we had certain movements. So when it started correcting, to the upside, it is when I developed this order block now. I developed a daily order block now, this here. Now, I mean, this one, maybe I can put it in white color. So this box, it was an order block based on this previous bullish candle. So this previous bullish candle gave me an order block, and when the price was moving to the upside, and once it was moving within an order block before breaking it to the upside, it was when I was looking for confirmations for sell. So when it formed certain confirmations, we have confirmations in lower time frames. So it was when at least we kicked some orders in the market. It was around this area, so it did that, and almost for the whole week we were pushing down. And even when NFP were taking place, actually we had some stop orders there for sell, and also we sold. So important information here, we have this rejection that's very beautiful. So from this rejection, it indicates that we're still looking for a very long term sell now in gold. And also we have this strong bearish candle that has not yet maybe broken with the other bullish candle next to it. So we're still looking for the strong bearish to the downside. So now what is important is, if price is going to move to the upside, we expect it may hit this order block, but we don't expect the price to move above this order block. So those are the expectations that we are still looking daily time frame. So we are looking for the order block, and also we can look for the trend line. We can develop a trend line. Maybe anyway we can have trend line like this. Maybe now we can use the one I used in higher time frame. Now maybe this one. We can develop a trend line to see something here. So we can develop this. Yeah, exactly, beautiful. So this one's beautiful. It was respected, then broken, at least retested, then we have a big retest. So we have already done with this big retest, this one. So we still expect for a beautiful sell. So this weak sell was just the initiation, it was just the beginning. So we still expect to have a very stronger sell, actually very stronger. So whenever you see confirmations for sell, you have to kick in, by the way, because in higher time frames everything's bearish, and I expect it to have a very strong sell if we will break certain levels here. We have certain levels that have been kicked several times, so we can develop trend lines, and mainly from those trend lines that we develop here, once they are broken, we can have very powerful push to the upside, to the downside now. So moving to lower time frames again, in 4 hours, I at least try to touch several things in every time frame, and always all of the key things toward the confirmations for movement to the downside. Actually, all of them, they are the key things toward the confirmations to the downside. So in 4 hours time frame, we already had this movement, the first move, then it was corrected with an ABC. This was very beautiful, and it is when we had some confirmations here for sell after price moving to the order block. So we have the 1 2 3 4 5 that seems to be completed to the downside. It seems like we have this fifth wave, and this was completed during NFP. Now this bearish candle that has indecision, it closed in an indecision form. So this was during NFP. Actually it closed in this way, so no problem at all, but we expected this was completion of the fifth wave to the downside. So if it exactly completed this fifth, now we are looking for correction. Now it is a correction of this wave that seems to be the third wave. Now if we'll put some wave counts there, we expect this will be the first wave, and this was the second wave to the upside. Now this is the third, so we're looking for the fourth, and finally we'll have the fifth to the downside. So if this is our count, we can incorporate with the idea of channels. Because if the third wave has already completed, we can develop some channels. Then the upper channel will be a parallel line. Mainly we can expect a parallel line. So let's expect the fourth wave to move to about this area if we are looking for a diagonal idea. Now if we are looking for a diagonal idea, and if the market is going to form a diagonal now, it will be clearly moving this pattern. So we'll expect the fifth wave to be to the downside. But currently now, this week in 4 hours, I'm trying to give a specific direction for the coming week now in 4 hours, and then later probably I'll dig deeper in 1 hour time frame. Now in 4 hours we are looking for now a push. Now this push to the upside, probably it has already moved to a certain level, but we can have a very short push to the upside to a certain level, then we'll have correction to the downside, finally push in the completion of the fourth wave. So after completion of this fourth wave, we expect to have the fifth wave to the downside. So if the idea is formation of a diagonal at the current market price. If it is just the formation of a diagonal at the current price market prices, so we can have the fourth wave to the downside. Now this is observation in the 4-hour time frame, whereby we can dig deeper in 1-hour time frame, where I can have some wave counts, and also I have not incorporated things like Fibonacci. They are very important, but by your own time now you can, or in your own analysis, you can incorporate things like Fibonacci to confirm those wave movements. Maybe things like equality, you can confirm extensions, you can confirm things like depths of correction, so you can do them by yourself. So now at the current price in a hourly time frame, what we see here is simply this movement. If this was the fourth, so it moved with the fifth to the downside, and because this was formed during news hours, so we'll have the first wave, the second wave, the third wave, the fourth now probably. Maybe it is completed. We'll see after opening of the market. Now we'll see what's happening. So we'll have this fourth, then we expect the fifth to the upside now, the fifth to a certain level to the upside now. After having the fifth now, what to expect exactly? What we have to expect, because we had this movement to the upside now, after completion of the fifth to the upside, we'll expect a push to the downside now, a push in a correction to a certain level, then finally look for the completion in the fourth. So there's possibility of trading this, the final move here. There's possibility of trading this final move. If market will have a clear formation with these previous moves now, this current move into the upside, and if we'll see a clear move in a correction, maybe if we'll see the A, B, C to the downside, now after completion of this C, we can trade this upward move. Why it is possible to trade this? Because this is wave C now. We'll have this move to the upside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as wave A, then we'll have this ABC to the downside as wave B, so there's possibility of trading this wave C to the upside, and whereby it will based on the idea of equality in any way, whereby this wave A always play equality with the wave C. Most of the time now it play equality with the wave C, so we can have this anticipation, and so we can trade this, but it will be a counter trending trade, which is not very safe. And if you want to have those who call the safe trades, watch for the market to move up to this upper channel, and also at the same time market will be moving to our order block. So we will have many confluence if market or price is going to touch this level. We have order block at the same place, and at the same place it is where a channel is passing. So I think this will be very beautiful. This would be very beautiful actually, trading around this area in a sell direction. So let us look what's going to happen in this week, and actually it is going to be in a corrective move, so it will be at least somehow slow. Now it will be in a corrective move, so it may be slow. And also I was looking the calendar now from Monday, that is 10th of January. Actually we have very low impact move. What to call the news. We have the medium and the low impact news. Now except on Tuesday we have some high impact, so we expect during high impact news, it is when market is moving at least very fast. So we have a very cool market in the coming weekend. It is very beautiful to trade actually, if you want maybe to trade in cool moving market. So next week is your day. It is different from this week. This week has now it had many news including the NFP. So always next week is very beautiful. It's very beautiful to trade because it is very cool. So thank you for your time, and these are my observations, and I welcome comments, I welcome suggestions. If you have anything to say, anything to suggest, if you have an addition from my analysis, you have your own observation, actually you can add it. So that's very, very, very important. So thank you, and keep in touch with Asam Forex.